Hello and welcome to BierTier, the German engineer. Today we're back with Timberborn, and last time around we got a bunch of resources into our warehouse, so this time around we need to expand drastically and also give our beavers some homes. So let's just jump right into it and see how that works out for us. And here we are back at our beaver base exactly as we left it last time. So let's turn the UI back on and let's take a quick look at our warehouse. 780 out of 1,000. Yeah, we need to do something about that really quickly. But first of all, since our log pile is also full 180 out of 180, we need to take a look over here. All these pines here, yes, they have resources in them. Pine resin on top of course, logs. Since we cannot currently cut it down, it may be a good idea to come in here and get rid of this one tree here. So let's do that. Just like this. Now we just need somebody to come by with a very high priority, so let's get that done. And then we're going to build a gathering flag and actually get all this pine resin here in. I'm not entirely sure yet what we use it for, but it's certainly good to have it in case we need it later. And now it is gone, so we're going to go into food, grab a gatherer flag and plop it down. So let's see what exactly we can do with that once it is done. Meanwhile though, this warehouse here again is filling up really quickly. Here we have Siltoid coming in and he's carrying more chestnuts, so we are filling that thing up to the brim. What we need to do is probably just mirror this entire thing here over to the other side of our road, because we also need more rooftop terraces. If we take a look into this overview here, only 10 out of 36 of our beavers are actually enjoying some social life in the rooftop terrace because we just don't have more space. Only 6 beavers at once can use it, so I'm not sure how we only get to 10 instead of 12, but we can certainly do something about that. So let me build that. And thanks to a little bit of YouTube magic, here we have it. It is already all set into place. And here, if we have our large warehouse, it already has 3 logs in it, but it also needs 80 planks. 80 planks. That is quite a lot. So let's take a look down here. We have 2 lumber mills. Tech the New Bro and Straight Face are in there, and they're getting the job done of getting us hopefully more planks really quickly, because we need a bunch of them. The next day is here, Chromelink Green was born and Darkfry has grown up. One thing though, I just realized that this gatherer flag does nothing, so we gotta get rid of it again, because if we go into wood, we have a tapper shack, employs tappers who gather sap and syrup from trees, gathers maple syrup and pine resin. Yeah, it says here gathering when you click on a pine, so I assumed it would be a gathering flag, and I was wrong about that. So apparently we need a tapper shack. But currently, I don't think there's a use for that because I don't even know what we're going to do with it. Wood Workshop strengthens planks by infusing them with resin. Okay, all good and fine, but currently certainly not what we need. That is a long ways away. But the good thing to know is we have enough pines that later on we can grab that resin without an issue. And what I also want to do is next, I want to build our beavers here a nice home. So when we go into housing, and we see we have row houses, large row house, barracks. I think we're gonna go with a large barrack. Costs us 400 to unlock, so we're gonna do that. And look at this chonker. Oh my goodness, it's huge. So we're gonna build a nice structure over here where our beavers can live. So let me see how we can build that in the most efficient way. As it turns out, those large barracks have a perfect footprint to put 3 of them right here and then a small barrack just right here. We barely lose any space, 3 tiles right here and 2 right there, and that's it. So it's literally that simple. We don't have to build vertically, at least not yet. We can certainly do that later, and we probably will. I mean, truth be told, we will have to. Not have a lot we can do, but something that we could do later on once we need it is just build more barracks here on top. But currently, that's all we need. That should give a nice home to every beaver that we have. Wonderful. Next on the list, what I want to do is this area here in the top. We have some pines up here that we're gonna take, that is for sure. But over here, we will eventually find some ruins with some metal. So we should make our way in that general direction. And this here should become green once we open up this right here. Just a question of can we get there? So we're gonna certainly test it. But for that to happen, we're gonna take a pass and we're gonna come over here. And at the end, we're just gonna plop some stairs. Yeah, of course, I built one too many paths. So a piece of stairs just coming up here. And then with a pass, we're just gonna come over here, all the way to there, then all the way to here. And then we're gonna build on this side over here another set of stairs. That should get us at least down here on the bottom. It says here this construction site is too far from builders. Of course, that is because right here our wooden stairs are not built. I'm going to give this here highest priority so we can get that done first. And now night has fallen and we have 2 of our shelters ready. That's a total of 32, so most of our beavers should get now shelter. And if you take a look at Krivak here, for example, the shelter buff gives us life expectancy plus 25% and walking speed plus 5%. So it's going to be very good once we have that. That is going to help us out drastically, that is for sure. Also, what has happened since the last time we checked, Plavazo has grown up, Nagnus has grown up, Krivak was born again, Nicholas M was born, and Sperber has grown up. So now we have a total of 38 beavers, 4 children and 34 adults. Our colony is growing very, very nicely. That is great. That's what we want to see. And here, this might be the last time that we get a look at sleeping beavers on the floor. My goodness, I mean, Satsei, Darkfry, and Nagnus just taking a nap here in the middle of the road, in the middle of a field. They just don't care. Wherever they find a spot, they'll take a nap. And once we click them, oh, the snoring. It's cute as hell, I just cannot help it. Day has broken and in 3 days we have the next drought coming, so we need to get ready for that. We still don't have enough water, so what I'm gonna do first is pause the game and I'm gonna build another deep water pump and I'm just gonna plop it somewhere over here, wherever it fits. There it fits, that's where we're gonna put it. We need to get a little bit more water in. That is quite certain. So let's get that done here. Let's give this here highest priority. I want to make sure that we get that water pump built so we can fill up this large water tank right here. That would be good to have before the drought starts. And day has broken, 1.9 days until the next drought starts. And what do we have here? Magenta has grown up. Very nice. We got another adult beaver at our disposal, even though we currently are way overstaffed and have a bunch of unemployed beavers. But that is okay. But what is this here? Beaver is stranded. What is going on here? Oh my goodness, Satsei, what are you doing back there in the corner? Did you fall asleep back there and then they built a building or something? Oh god. Not sure if it's possible to rescue you from where you are. That is 3 deep, isn't it? Let's see if there's anything at all that we can do. If I go in here and build a platform here and a platform here and then another platform there, it could potentially work, but will this here be done fast enough to help you out? Because on this side over here, we also need to build up to even get there. Goodness. You are almost like dupes and oxygen not included. That's gotta be a joke at this point, right? Yeah, there's no chance in hell. He's gonna die from thirst and hunger before we have even a chance of getting there. Yeah, sorry, you will just have to die in that corner. I'm gonna stop this rescue mission here because it is completely pointless. Sorry, Satsei, you got yourself into this trouble and I cannot help you as it is right now. The only thing that I'm gonna leave is these stairs on this side over here because it probably can't hurt to get up here as well. So we're gonna do exactly that. But yeah, Satsei, sorry brother, it is what it is. And here we have it. Satsei died of thirst. Sorry Satsei, once again, you should have not gotten yourself caught back in the corner. But we have an even bigger problem. Over here I even built a path in this direction, but the beavers are not coming. Reason for that is most likely that our district number 1 here, it just cannot get all the way over. That is so problematic, it's not even funny. So we cannot get there. We may have to implement another district right here just to get some water down here. So let me try that. If we go into paths and structures and we're going to build a district gate and we're going to plop that, yeah, probably as far back as we can, somewhere right here maybe. And that's just going to be temporary. I don't really want to start a new district right here. I want to start a new district over here once we get there, but not on this side. On this side is fine. The question is just I need a building for that, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yes, a district center. So we're gonna even build a district center right here. And the building is just here. It doesn't even need to be built. Okay, so I need to come over here, say migrate population from district 1 to district 2. I'm gonna say 1 adult. That's it. And we're gonna migrate 1 adult over here. Krivak is coming. He should be going now into his appropriate district. Let me turn up the speed. Where you at, Krivak? Get over there. And then in theory, you should be able... Yeah, he's already here. Ha! Look at him. How did you get up there, though? How did... What? Oh my god. Seriously, how did you get up there? That is not how that was intended. Okay, so let me come in here and let me migrate a second beaver. 1 more. And then over here, the only way that we can rescue you, and that should be possible though. Passive structures. We're gonna build stairs right there. We will need those anyway, so that's perfect. Give it highest priority. And once that is done, you should be able to get back down here. But here comes our other beaver who is coming, the ace. And the ace is tearing down the other things right here. If he doesn't fall asleep in the water. Well, I guess that's another way to do it. But yeah, this here is going to be very good. Currently, the drought is about to start, so there's not a hell of a lot going to happen. But in the long run, that's definitely going to be helpful. Now that it's done, we can actually get rid of this district center right here. You're going to say migrate population. One beaver. It doesn't even know we have a second beaver over there. That's funny. So now we have no beaver in here. We just need to get these stairs here done right away. Come on. Krabok still has a little bit of food left, a little bit of thirst, but we need to get him over here. Build this here. We need another plank. Build a plank. Ah, the drought has caught us. I think Krabok is going to die as well. No. Yeah, we cannot get another one in because we don't have any power. That is worst case scenario. That must have been a bug. There should have been no way that he gets up there. There's no stairs. There's no possible entrance where how he could possibly get up there. So yeah, it must have bugged out. But it is what it is. Sorry, Krabok, we will not be able to get you anymore. I'm going to get rid of this pass right here. So we don't have to look at it constantly because this is going to be flooded with water and hopefully make this area here nice and green. Very good, at least so far. During the drought though, I do want to turn off our deep water pumps and we will see if we can survive the drought like that. It's 5.4 days, so that's quite a long time and we only have 213 water stored. I built the last deep water pump here a little bit late, so that may become an issue. But currently it should be okay, I believe. The other problem is that our warehouse here is full. All of our warehouses here are full, as a matter of fact. And the large warehouse, the other one, is still not built because it needs 80 planks. And that is quite a lot, not gonna lie. Meanwhile, over here in this area, there's only one thing that we can do to keep this here going. And we have enough beavers to do it. So let's grab us a power wheel. We're gonna grab and put one right here. And we're gonna put one right there. And that was actually the wrong orientation right here. Let's grab us another one and this way around. All it needs is then a path that comes through here and another path that comes over here. And that's just going to be a temporary solution until we can find a better way of dealing with this issue. But that gives us 100 horsepower. We're going to pause the gear workshop. We don't need gears right now, but 100 horsepower total should give us enough to run those two right here. So that's going to be good. I'm just going to give it highest priority so that gets actually done. So far, so good. And the first one is built. Nicholas M is in there right now, and he is turning the wheel. Look at this here, some manual labor. It's unfortunate, sorry Nicholas, but it has to happen to keep our colony alive. Something else that needs to happen is though we need to turn our water pumps back on. I may have to deplete our water in here because we only have 25 water left and still 3 more days of drought to go. So we do not have a choice. We need to get water in ASAP or our beavers will die from thirst. And now the water is flowing again, as well as the second power wheel is completed. And now both of our lumber mills here running at a nice efficiency of like 87%. That's not bad. And we have a network power supply of 100 and a demand of 100. Exactly what that should look like. Hopefully, look at this here. Our large warehouse is already done. I was about to say hopefully it will be done soon. But we are already ahead of the game, at least in this regard. And now we're in cycle 5, day 1, the drought is ended, the water should return, and over here on this side here, we should see what exactly this here looks like once this here is nice and green again. But that's going to be interesting to see how much of this area here we can use without doing a few shenanigans of our own. So that's going to be very interesting. Let's wait for the water to arrive. Oh wow, what a beautiful timing. Just as the water is coming back, we depleted this area here. Our deep water pumps sucked it all out and put it into our storage. But the water shouldn't be far away anymore. Nope, over here it is, and it's coming slowly but steadily back to us. That could have caused some trouble, but apparently the timing is just on point today. And now day 3 has started, and I can show you now what it actually looks like. It took literally almost 2 entire days to get the water back where it's supposed to be. My goodness, it takes longer and longer. But now all this area is full. This area is nice and green. And then when we come down here, it has everything. Everything's now freaking green. Look at this here. It's quite amazing. And it's still not even all the way to the back right here. It's still flowing. And we are in day number 3 of cycle 5. This is insanity. All this green. We have now so much area to work with. It's amazing. I love it. Best case scenario though, over here these pines. So what I'm gonna do is in wood, I'm gonna build another lumberjack flag. unless this one here can reach. It does, of course not. That would have been too easy. So we're gonna build us another one just up here, and we're just gonna get rid of these trees here. That's all we're gonna do. So we're gonna say cutting area, and all these trees up here, not the ones on the bottom there. There are none on the bottom. Everything that's up here should get torn out, and we're gonna make this here another nice area for farming. Probably some wheat to get us some bread in. That definitely cannot hurt. But first, the trees need to go. Something else that I want to get started a bit over here is now that we can tear out this water wheel right here. And we can also tear out that path right here. So I'm going to do that right away. We're going to leave that for right now. But what I do want to do is I want to get into paper. Costs us 250 to unlock that. So yes, let's do that. And a paper mill. We're just going to plop it right here. Look at this, fits there perfectly, and this wheel here in the back is still going to work, at least for right now. We're probably going to pause it because we won't need it, I think, but we will see once this is built how much it actually needs. It needs 80. We currently have a supply of 300 or something. Yeah, that's fine. We can pause this one here, we don't need it, and we can get started on making us some paper. Next on our list will be printing us some books from that paper, and when we take a look at one of our beavers here we have Siltoid, and we go down to... let's see, books and knowledge, working speed plus 20%. I mean, that is huge. If our beavers work 20% faster, yeah, that is going to be a game changer. We can build stuff so much faster, so that is definitely on the priority list pretty far up right now. Since we have so many beavers over here, I'm probably just going to go full crazy and I'm going to build 2 more of those lumberjacks so we can get rid of all these trees here ASAP so we can actually use this area. That's also on the priority list on the top. Over here we have our industrial log pile. Currently it only has 86 logs in it, but that is going to change very soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into wood, or better to say into storage, grab us another industrial log pile, plop it on top of the other one just in the reverse direction. Then we're going to get rid here in the back of the path. We won't need it anymore. And what I'm going to do is instead, I'm going to go build a piece of stairs right here so we can actually use it. And the path is then going to come along straight. Just like that, we have doubled our storage and we have gone a little bit vertical at least. Down here, our paper mill is now built and the ace is already working on getting us the first pieces of paper in. We're just going to store a bunch of that stuff and then we're going to go for a printing press. That requires 150 horsepower though. So we may have to come up with a different system for that. And we currently don't have enough science points either. So we need 400 science points for that. And in food, we need 160 to get the grist mill. Sorry, 180 and 160 for the bakery. That way around. So we need a bunch of science points. May have to do something about that. So we're just going to build a bunch of inventor huts. And just for right now, I'm probably just going to plop along here. As many as we can fit. We have enough beavers to work them. So let's make this here just a science area. It's not going to be nice and symmetrical, but that is fine. Not that big a deal. 4 more should give us a bunch of science points. And then later on, we can also go for the observatory. But that is pretty far away since it requires 1,000 points to get there. Something else that I'm noticing is that we are still not getting enough water in. We are still not filling our large water tank, even with 3 pumps. So over here, I think I'm going to get rid of a few of those blueberry bushes because we have currently 1,227 blueberries in stock. That should be more than enough. I don't think there's any need of going any further with that. So we're just going to get rid of a few of those here, and then we're going to build some more water pumps over here. So we're going to go into here and we say mark resources for demolition. These here need a 2 wide space. So let's go, let's get rid of everything in a 2 wide space along this edge right here. And once that is done, we're going to plop in a few more of those water pumps here to make sure we will never run out of water again. In preparation for those coming in, I'm going to build a second large water tank and I'm going to once again just plop it over here. That is a perfect location for it. Nothing else that is supposed to go there, at least not for right now. So 2 of those should be plenty to get us through the next drought. Currently it is night and all of our beavers are in bed, but any second now it will be day and we can see them all crawling out of their barracks. So that's going to be definitely nice to see 43 beavers coming out of the barracks at once. Here they are, back to work. Look at them. Isn't that nice? Some of them are thirsty, some of them are hungry, but that's to be expected since they just woke up. And they're all filing back to work as they should. Wonderful. Over here, I already plopped down the deep water pumps. Just these 3 bushes you have to go so we actually can build some paths along here. But then we should have 4 more water pumps. And if that's not enough, then I really don't know what to do anymore. Not gonna lie. Something else that may be a good idea is to dam off this water right here. That may be a good second water reservoir to have on the other side here, especially when we build something here on the top here very shortly as soon as all the trees are gone. So let's go into landscaping, grab us a dam, and then we're just gonna come straight across here just like that. And it will also need a path. Let's see, we're gonna come across here. Not that we need it across there, but we're gonna do it anyway. And then we're gonna come straight over. Only problem is there's a tree still in the way here. So this tree here needs to go. It died, yeah, I can see that, but it needs to go regardless before we can finish our path. Our beaver should be hard at work. There are only a couple more trees left. Should be done here any second. And now it has happened. This entire area here is empty. We can now get rid of these 3 lumberjack flags here right now. We don't need them anymore. They were just here to clear that area. What we do need though will be a farm. So let's grab us a farmhouse, and it fits in here perfectly. Look at that, almost like it's made for this spot. And then what we are going to do is in plant crops, we're going to grab us some wheat, and then wheat. This entire area here, everything that's green will be wheat. That's going to be very good. Just like that. That should give us plenty of wheat. Now we can even do more. I don't plan on building anything else up here. And if I change my mind later, we can change it in a heartbeat. And there we have it. Everything that can be wheat will be wheat. Wonderful. Down here, now all of our water pumps are in production, or at least they would be if all the beavers would be here, but they're taking breaks and whatnot throughout the day, which is okay. But that should help us out drastically to get in the amount of water that we need for the next drought. And right now, cycle 5, day 12 is starting. The next drought is upon us in 3 days. But let's take a look through here. We haven't looked in a little while. Day 422. Chan USA was born. Satse was born. Straight Face has grown up. Magenta was born. Chan USA has grown up. The Ace was born. Straight Face died of old age. But Dark Fry was born. Satse has grown up. The Ace has grown up. Lord McFringe was born. Magenta has grown up. Tech the New Bro was born. And Chase MSJ has died of old age. That is just the life cycle of the beavers that we have around here. Let's take a last look around before we stop this episode for today, because I think we have accomplished quite a lot. Here we have the paper mill. I have paused it because we currently don't need the paper, but we have it ready to go. We already have, what, 52 paper in stock. That is quite a lot, so we are ready to roll whenever we are ready for books. Then we have here our power wheel. That's just our backup power. We currently don't use it for anything, and that is okay. Then we have still our 2 lumber mills here and our gear workshop. That's our industrial area. We now have 490 something water in here, and as soon as this water tank is built, we need 3 more gears. Yep, 3 more gears, and we are done. Then we can actually build this one here as well, and we should be able to fill it to a pretty good degree before the drought comes, I would hope. Over here, our dam is now built as well. Yeah, it's ready to roll, so we should keep the water in here even during the drought. At least I hope so. And our field here is full with wheat. So we can also go into the direction of getting us a gristmill and then a bakery, so we can actually make nice bread. Next on the list will be that we expand through this entire valley here and then come over to metal. We need metal badly, because if we take a look into wood, for example, our printing press here, I have already researched it. It will need 30 metal blocks. Without metal blocks, no books. And also many more advanced things that we can build in the future will need metal. So we need to make sure that we get that in as soon as we can. For example, in power, an engine. We can build a freaking engine that creates 400 horsepower. That is exactly what we need. Because currently during the drought, you guys have seen it before, our industrial area here is going to stop quite drastically. So getting in metal is the plan for the next episode. Today we basically set ourselves up for a drought. We increased the comfort of our beavers here drastically. And is our storage already full again? You've got to be joking. I don't even know how many warehouses I can potentially build to satisfy those beavers. How much stuff are you putting in there? It's all those berries. 1,473 berries. 1.5 of those warehouses here are full basically with berries alone. In other words, food is certainly not a concern. But with that, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video and comment down below. What do you want me to build? What else can I do? Let me know. I am always interested in your opinions. And with that, I say thank you and peace.